You know what? It's time for side 2 of Houses of the Holy.
Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
I'm ready. The songs we're going to listen to today, Dancing Days. I think one thing that's a little different about this song is it's not that complex, and there isn't like a typical Led Zeppelin riff. It's mostly just chords, which is usually not what a Led Zeppelin riff usually has some kind of phrase to it with single notes, at least somewhere in there. But this is basically just based off a chord thing. And these chords, I think they're sort of Indian influenced, a little exotic sounding.
Okay.
It's like hitting a chord, but then he just changes one note like up, down, up, down. But the rest of the chord stays solid. Dancing Days, first song on side 2 of Houses of the Holy.
Purdue. Oh yeah, I totally know this song.
Dancing days are here again. Summer evenings grow. I got my flower, I got my power.
His vocals are very monotone.
You know. I said it's alright. You know it's alright. I guess it's all in my heart. You'll be my only, my one and only. Is that the way it should start? Crazy ways are evident in the way you wear your clothes. Sipping booze is president as the evening starts to glow. You know it's alright. I said it's alright. You know it's all in my heart. Be my only, my one and only. Is that the way it should start to do?
Does it make you want to dance?
You told your mama I'd get you home, but you didn't say that I got no car.
I do like the synth edition here.
The tadpole in a jar. You know it's alright. I said it's alright. I guess it's all in my heart, heart, heart. You'll be my only, my one and only. Is that the way it should start? So dancing days are here again as the summer evenings grow.
I like that
You are
part.
my flower, you are my power, you are my woman who knows. I said it's alright, you know it's alright, you know it's all in my heart. You'll be my only, yes, my one and only, yes. Is that the way it should start? I know it is.
Notice he never sings during this main riff part. That's an interesting little interlude here.
Bravissima. Bravissima. So I did not know that they originally sung that song, because I'm very familiar with the remake of that song from my era. But I had no idea that they sung the original. And I love that song.
Oh, really? So you know the cover, you're saying?
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with that cover.
Oh, well, there was a
It's sort
tribute
of like
album
a
to Led
grungy
Zeppelin where that
time,
album, I
90s.
think that appeared on a Led Zeppelin tribute album where a bunch of different bands did a bunch of different covers of Led Zeppelin songs. I'm putting it on the screen right now. This is the song she's talking about.
Look at it.
First of all, I'm just going to say I like that song a lot. I've always liked that song. It all depends on you liking that one chord riff part. Right.
Yep.
That's basically
What's
the song.
not to like?
And it's, for them, it's a very simple song for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically got a verse and
it's
a chorus.
a radio song.
And a verse and a chorus.
Totally a radio song.
But they usually shy away from that. I don't think Jimmy Page likes to follow standard song structures. But it's just verse and chorus and verse and chorus. And there's really no change from that, except at the end, there's like a little interlude for like a second before it gets into the final coda of the riff. But the riff was played a little higher. There was that climbing guitar part that comes in once in a while. And I thought that was interesting that it comes in during the verse, but then he brings it back again for the chorus, too, to add more to the chorus. That part.
Mm-hmm.
And then the synth comes in, of course,
Which
at some
I'm okay
point.
with in this kind of
Now,
song.
in this song, it goes very well.
Right.
I think better than the crunge. There's no Zeppelin surprise in this one, like you get in a lot of the songs. Like, all of a sudden, you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Like a dramatic change in, sometimes it's just volume. This song basically has a steady volume the whole time. It doesn't build in that sense. It does build by adding guitars once in a while, or the synth once in a while, but the vocals don't really build that much. A little bit, but not really. And it's interesting that his vocals are very monotone for most of it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's letting the chords change underneath his monotone, so there's still a tension created, in a way, if you listen to it. Because the chords are changing under him, but he's not changing his thing, so it sort of gives the same effect of there's some tension and then some resolution at the end of the verse. Just by the chord coming back to where he is. But he's just sort of staying in the same place. Like we've been doing for some of the songs on this album, because we had to skip them when we listened to the How the West Was Won live concert from California, we're going to listen to a live version of that.
Yippee!
From that
Yay!
album, How the West Was Won.
If
So
you played several versions of this, I would be happy.
I don't know if this is a kind of
Okay.
song that they change that much in concert, because it doesn't really have...
Why would you?
Well,
It's just kind of
It's
like...
just...
It's a mood setter and like a platform to jump off from, I think.
All right, this is Dancing Days Live, 1972.
Yeah, that's cool. I like his voice better in this one. It's deeper, more sultry.
I don't know, I'm used to the other one, but this is good too. The main difference is the guitar sound to me. Different, but still exotic sounding. He's getting a little more excited in this one than he does on his record. No synth. Ooh, there you go.
Dig it. Yes. Yes.
She liked it.
It's a very
Awesome.
upbeat song.
Yeah. They did not have some of the parts that I like in the studio version. They didn't put those in there. They had to make choices because John Paul Jones can't play the bass and play the synthesizer at the same time. That might be the reason. Or it might be that this concert was before this album came out, before House of the Holy came out. So they were playing this song before it was released on an album. So maybe they didn't have these extra little parts that they added later for the album. That's possible. I noticed the climbing guitar part wasn't there. I bet you that was just added later. Like he didn't have that idea in his head yet at this point. I missed that. I missed it greatly. Speaking of comments, thank you for your comments.
Yes, always.
I and Dev Dev and I
We are a grammatical duo.
greatly appreciate them. They're fun to read, and we learn something too a lot of the time. So thank you for that. Also, subscribing. Remember,
Look
this
at
is
my face.
YouTube.
I'm getting the serious face now.
We're YouTube creators. Creators are needing of subscriptions. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we would appreciate it. And
Buttons are fun to push. Push it.
Patreon.
Thank
If you
you,
haven't-
patrons.
We want to thank our patrons from the bottom of our hearts. Is that an expression?
It
That's
is.
a weird.
The bottom of your heart.
Yeah, why is that?
Well,
from
it goes
the
all the way
bottom?
down.
But thank you very much. We couldn't do this without you. We love you. Interesting thing we have planned after this album. I just want to mention it. We're going to try to do the entire movie of The Song Remains the Same. Not in one video, but we're just going to do the entire movie from start to finish.
Pajama party.
Plus I'm going to throw in the songs that aren't in the movie. So it's going to be like an extended edition. Song Remains the Same. And we're going to do it in high def.
With cocoa.
And we're going to be probably wearing our pajamas.
And maybe popcorn.
Yeah, those kind of things.
Like caramel
So
popcorn,
join us
though.
for that. I'm not sure how much YouTube's going to let us put of the movie. And if we're going to have to play games with obscuring it, and like you've seen in some of our other videos. So
Probably.
we may have to do that. But
Hate
on
that.
Patreon, it's going to be the pure high def movie without any modifications. So I'm looking forward to that. That's exciting. We'll see you for that. The famous Madison Square Garden 73 concert that everybody keeps telling me, the
You
best
gotta
version,
play
you gotta
it."
play the best version. So we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I've been promising it, and we're going to do it. So with that said, we would like to thank you for the last time.
Thanks,
on this
guys,
video.
on this video.
And we
The
will
thanks
see
are
you,
bountiful. It's an unending bucket.
but we will see you for our next one. So long.